Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Return with Josh and Maria Cribbs. I'm your host, Maria Cribbs.
And I am Josh Cribbs. Welcome to The Return.
Hey, it's the holiday week, Josh.
Yes, absolutely. I tell everybody, gobble, gobble.
He
That's
walks
my
around
thing.
Thanksgiving Day just saying gobble, gobble.
Nah, I mean, I text everybody, too. Instead of saying Thanksgiving, that's my thing. You know, when
Actually,
people
I think
say
that's
Thanksgiving
your
to me.
father's thing. Your dad does that, Josh.
Well, he did.
You know, when you grow up, you be like, I ain't going to be like y'all when I grow up. And now you walk around saying gobble, gobble.
You take the things that you love from your parents, the things that you like,
Mm-hmm.
and you keep them. And the things that you don't, you discard them. You throw them away.
Tell them how your parents, how your dad pray over his food. You know how you supposed to, Thanksgiving, the prayer always matters during Thanksgiving. Whoever going to bless the food, right?
No
It's like
one
an
likes
honor.
my mom to do it because she's a pastor. She's a preacher.
Take all
Everybody
day.
we gotta go over in this circle and say what we thankful for. And that
Bow your
takes
bow your
all
heads.
Man, and my dad usually squeeze on my mom's hand like, come on.
We look up like, she's
But
still
when my
praying?
when my dad does it, he has everybody bow their heads and he say, Jesus wept. And that's it.
And that's it. That's enough.
And
all
that's
you
the
need to
prayer.
know. Right.
Yep.
I'm getting
Let's
ready for
eat.
Thanksgiving. Do you plan on cleaning up for the guests? That
Yeah,
are-
right after this, I'm cleaning up. I promise. I'm gonna clean my
It's
office
just crazy
up.
to me that every space in the house that Joshua
Why she gonna say
occupies,
that?
now your
This
name
is-
is Joshua now.
This is
Joshua.
not, yeah,
That
my
he- yeah.
government name.
Ryan, that he occupies is a mess.
But it's not the truth though, because I clean up the kitchen, the living room, and the kitchen area, the
Ryan,
whole
go ahead and put
downstairs
that picture
area.
of his office in there right there that I sent you.
What?
I don't have.
I got worried for a second. I'm
about
like,
to be like,
I'm like, did I miss something?
Right, no, you
I was
didn't
about
miss
to
it.
say,
I know Josh will
Ryan.
flip out like, you got a picture of my office
I
in
was
here?
about to say, Ryan, you
Josh's
betrayed
office
me.
looks like a dirty clothes basket, like a
Well,
laundry room.
I do come off. I come in and I take my shoes off. All my thousands of shoes are
But
in
every
there.
day, after like 30 days, those
Clothes
shoes
that I wear
add
on the
up,
show
the
are-
suits add up, the coats add up, the underoos.
They won't be there tonight
Why
though.
your underoos down there in the office?
Why you gotta put my business out there like that? Like, what's up, man?
Because my philosophy is if you keep the house clean, then when company comes over for holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas, and whenever they
You're
pop up,
faking right now. You're faking. Who cleans? Who cleans?
me.
Oh my. So okay.
Are you trying to say you clean the house?
The last multiple times I've cleaned the entire house, and it's been atrocious for me to come home and see you and our son Izzy because Kamora's at school.
Is that true, Maria?
Come on,
If
hold
I
on.
if I could curse on these
Is there
airwaves,
not? Hold on. Is it not
No,
true?
he is not telling. Josh, why are you gonna sit up here? You think people gonna look at you and look like, oh, that's the type of man that cleans the house?
Yes.
Does he look like the kind of man that cleans the house?
Wow.
They can
Look
just
at
look
him.
at our video.
Look how he dressed.
I'm out there in the yard. So why wouldn't I do the work in the house? You
Because,
mean to
see,
tell me I'm responsible
and see,
enough
that's that
to be
whole-
out there in the
That's
cutting the
that
grass?
subliminal, that,
I'ma
that
post me-
Jedi. That Jedi mind trick. He
I'ma
want the
post me
outside. See, you want the
taking the
outside
leaves
when
in,
everybody
Brian.
see. You want that to look
You know
all
how
good.
hard it is to get the leaves up in the fall.
Very difficult.
I'm a post it tonight. How the yard looked and went before and after. I'm
I
gonna
think
post
we
it in
would rather
13
see
seconds.
a post of your office and how it looks now.
He
today.
asked you a question though.
What would you say,
Are
Ryan?
you calling me a liar?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who cleaned the house the last 2 times? Was it you or was it Josh?
I just vacuumed last night.
Oh my gosh.
Are you saying
We're being serious?
So
answer the question.
Men, when y'all clean the house that 1 or 2 times a year, are y'all really sitting back waiting on somebody to say thank you?
Who cleaned the
now
house?
all of a sudden you clean the house. Who
Did you
cleans
see
it
how
the
the-
other
you see how the question changed?
363
Did you-
days of the year?
Did you see how the question changed?
I did.
What
From
had it change?
from who saying thank you? Nobody said nothing about
Ryan
no thank
said,
you.
who cleaned the house?
Yeah, who did?
I did. I vacuumed last night. Yep.
So
Sure did.
so
That's
I
me.
didn't.
That would be me.
Okay.
It's
So let's-
365 days in a year. If it's a leap year, it's 366. Josh, if he cleans the house 2 times out of 365 days, are we going to say Josh cleans the house? No, he
I'm
cleaned the house.
looking up
He
because I
cleaned
don't
the
want the
house.
good Lord to strike you down. I don't want to make sure nothing happens while I'm close to
Anyway,
you.
did we say hello to our
Well,
viewers?
strike her down.
Happy holidays. Thanks so much for watching
Take her
us.
down, Lord. Take her.
The holidays are okay. The beginning of the show, you did make mention to things that certain characteristics of your parents that you pick up, right?
Absolutely.
Right. You got your gobble gobble from your father. Would you be upset with your father if he stole $12 million out of your account?
Would I be upset?
Because you know what's going on, right?
I would pull a Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield is suing his father for allegedly misappropriating
You'll see me
$12
walking.
million.
Look, you'll see me walking in court like it's
He said,
small
"Dun, dun,
claims
dun."
court. the defendant, Josh Cribbs, I had my glasses on and everything, is suing his parents for $12.10 million. I'll make up some stupid amount, but yes, I would be totally upset. And sometimes you'll have to do the same thing that Baker Mayfield is doing right now, and that's take matters in your own hands.
Okay, so let me just ask the viewers, would you be upset if one of your parents, took $12 million out of your account? And not even $12 million. Would you be upset if you found out that your parents stole some money out of your banking, your checking, your savings, any account that you own without your permission? My thing is, I was thinking, Josh, some parents feel entitled. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be playing football up. And you know how many tournaments I had to take you to? You know how much I paid for training? They feel like you're reimbursing them.
They do feel entitled. I admit.
Is it deserving?
I think in that situation,
how much? You know how much Baker Mayfield allegedly worth?
$85 million over his course of his.
Yeah, I mean, he
career.
just got a fat 4-year contract.
How much?
So
$100 million.
$100 million?
Yeah,
50 guaranteed.
Yeah, something right around
100 million,
that
50 guaranteed.
So I mean, at $12 million is still an insane amount of money.
It's still a chunk of change.
Yeah.
To be coming up missing.
Oh yeah.
Like, and it was said that there was a payment plan or something in place to whereas the money that this already happened. This was already like, all right, y'all pay me the money back, and it wasn't paid back, or the arrangement didn't happen as according to plan in Baker Mayfield's camp. But the problem is, it's just an estrangement. It's just, it's a beef between family. And this is one thing that drives a wedge because he shouldn't be worrying about this. And granted, of course, his lawyers.
I shouldn't worry about my parents stealing money from me, though, allegedly. Ryan, what would be the play? You found out one of your parents took some money out of your account. Not even $12 million, but say they took $5,000 without even mentioning it to you. We don't know if that's the case in this situation, but
right.
Well, you going to ask my mom? She can have
small
it.
claims.
Or ask my dad. You can have it.
I probably find a way to take double out of theirs. Like I'd find a way to hack into theirs. I mean, what choice do I have?
I know.
I don't have a choice.
You know what? And I don't want to be petty.
Be petty.
But maybe.
Let me see Petty Josh come out. The one that
Petty
cleans the house.
$5,000 out my car. They'd be coming like, beep, beep. Well, I know I parked my car right here. It's the car won't be there.
You repoing the car.
I'd be like, oh yeah, I had to get $5,000 somewhere. Here go your change. Here goes your $1,200 and change. They only gave me $7,000. I would have to repo something or go trade that joint in with the title in hand and everything.
There's so many questions because how did he get access to the money?
Man, they open up the dresser drawers, all the jewelry be gone. I'd be like, dang, they be like a crackhead and got us. I'm like, nope. You took that money and the money got taken back from you.
Yeah.
The jewelry, the
I think when you reach a professional level, your parents, I think anyone.
I'd be done donated clothes. I would have went the extra mile.
Anyone, if you raise them somewhat decently, they want to give something back to their parents, especially if they make it.
Right.
But
even though Maria ain't want me to get
taking the money
no money
without them knowing, that's theft. And I do
get no money to my people.
Now I don't know. So if you sue somebody and you get your money back, are we
talk
still gonna
over
get together for Thanksgiving? Or
you
once
didn't want me to
once
get
you sue a parent, is a
I'm gonna
relationship?
keep saying it.
Nah. What did he say, Ryan? What did he say?
I said you don't want me to keep. You ain't want me to get no money to my parents when I made it, huh?
You think that's true?
No, I'm just saying. You was looking like.
And this is the thing. Since we're going to go there this holiday season,
we don't have to go there this holiday season.
I think the thing
we don't have to go there because you always like to hit below the belt. I don't want to hear what you got to say. Go ahead.
I think you make jokes like you just made because that's not true, and then you put it out there on the airways and people assume that that's true. And I think.
Here it comes.
Did I ever try to keep any money from anyone in your family?
Nope.
But I think, see, and so when you joke like that, but see, when I joke, I feel like y'all can tell when I'm joking. Josh says everything with a straight face, but I think one thing when you're married, people want to, instead of saying no themselves, it's just more convenient to blame the partner. Maria said no.
It's Maria's fault.
Rebecca said no.
It's
So now everybody hate
that.
her, not knowing it was the man who should have stood up 10 toes down and said, no, you can't borrow this, you can't have this. We good. I'll be right back. Gotta go to commercial, Josh.
All right.
Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to The Return with Josh and Maria Cribbs. Do you want to say chuckle, chuckle, chuckle? Because you can't say stuff like that.
I'm joking, man.
It doesn't look like you're joking. You don't even smile. But when but hold on, you see how when he said Maria was keeping money from my parents, you see how that was supposed to be a joke. He wasn't laughing. But when he told y'all he cleaned the house, he laughing because that was a joke too. Exactly. So you know how to joke.
That was a good one, wasn't it, Ryan?
That's a good
see
correlation.
How she put that together? Are you heated? Are you okay today?
No, because I'm upset because now Drake, he's suing Universal Music Group over the They Not Us. They're not like us.
Man.
You see that?
Nah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's going crazy on TikTok. They saying Drake
Everybody's
is
suing
Universal
everybody.
Music Group because he's alleging that they inflated the streams and they use bots to pump up that they not like us song.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact,
So what they got to do with him,
I probably
though?
streamed the
What
song
they got to do
myself
with
like
Drake?
200,000 times.
But
I see
what they
somebody
got-
put that in the comments.
But what they got to do with Drake?
It's the diss track. It's a Drake diss.
He's saying it's
But it's a diss. It's not.
It was a diss
Drake's
track
song.
towards him, but he's saying they use bots allegedly and payola allegedly to inflate the numbers and popularize the song. The song was bumping on its own. I ain't know nothing about
So
it.
what
They
would
paid
be
me to
the-
stream it. I streamed it about 100,000
What
times.
would be the fraud? I don't understand.
Okay, would y'all agree? Do y'all think that tarnished
So they
Drake?
gonna sue you because a whole bunch of bots is coming after you? Like people still keep Drake up on the pedestal. They had Kendrick on more of a lyricist and be like, yeah, it came hard, but Drake still has a significant following.
Absolutely,
That's
both
like
of them.
Rihanna and Beyonce going at it. They still have unique
But if they feel, but if
differences
he
in
feels
their
like a
followings.
particular record label is responsible for pushing something, I don't know, because then when it comes to like rap beats and things like that, you're supposed to promote who's on your label.
I think it's only
help it
does
sell.
good for the beef does good for both parties, in my
I think
opinion.
I do think it kind of,
You could
even
be
though
a-
I love Drake, I love his music, I love Kendrick Lamar, I love his music. I do think it did, like, it was like it tarnished Drake's, it tarnished his legacy, like,
Okay.
and he keep coming for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
All right.
like, I'm a fan of both, but I think it did, it kind of, because I feel like Drake had this squeaky clean, can't do no wrong, like he's just so cold with the image. And then to see somebody come after him and then see the whole world rocking the song, it kind of make it be like, well, dang, Drake ain't. I guess he do got some
He
blemishes
need
on
to
his.
sue whoever keep digging up all these old videos from him. Like I seen him in this like Disney type old school rap video, like of him playing on
I think those are
a
cute.
TV show.
Well, that's just like on Facebook. People,
I mean, it can be cute, like for a yearbook type cute. Like, yeah, I was corny back in the day, but he's a high top
hold on.
class
So
A
has
celebrity
no
now.
one ever done this to y'all? They putting pictures on Facebook and Instagram that you don't want anybody seeing. I feel like it's always a hater that you want to show when I ain't had no eyebrows, huh? You want to put that picture up, huh? Like, why can't they? You can't put a picture of me, with my
That I
glow
like.
up.
Yeah.
Remember you said
They pull you back. Like, oh yeah, I remember.
Remember you was snotty nose Josh.
Yeah, young
said,
Josh.
yeah.
From back in the day with the gap in his mouth. Yeah, that's Josh right there. We called him that's Lil Tiger.
Right.
Lil Harold.
Oh my goodness.
It's always somebody that knew you from your past that try to bring you back to that moment. But can we talk about those dogs?
Oh,
that
I
were
guess it's time.
victorious?
I guess it's time. Ryan, we were wrong last week. We
Yeah, I
said the
was
Browns
wrong.
are going to take. I said they were going to take that L.
I'm
Did you-
happy to be wrong.
Yeah,
I'm
me
very,
too.
very, very happy
Thank
to be
you.
wrong. Absolutely.
I knew y'all didn't mean
Ditto.
any ill will. Most of you y'all. It's like our fans. We prepare for the worst,
Right.
but we hope for the best.
Absolutely.
But I just like and I said it would be significant, kind of like the game would go like the Baltimore game. Not as quite because we kind of handled Baltimore and won comfortably, but it was a good game. A whiteout in the snow. Me and Maria was on an RTA doing our thing, talking to fans and everything. So it worked out because we got to see a lot of Steelers fans. And I was pointing them to the wrong train or whatever. I'm like, yeah, Steelers over there.
Oh, we was down
Go
to
over that
RTA.
way.
Yeah,
But you know what? Thursday night, we run Thursday night. And statistically, the Browns are, they have a good stat in winning
on Thursday
night.
Okay.
While we're on that, before we talk about the game, Ryan, they played the Broncos.
Yeah.
Predictions.
Yeah.
Browns Broncos.
Yeah, I
got?
think this will be a really low-scoring game. Browns defense is stepping up, obviously. Broncos have a very good defense. So listen, Sean Payton's been able to turn around that program. I call it a program like it's college. Turn around that franchise really quickly, right? I mean, you struggled last year with Russell Wilson, but he got his quarterback. He got the guy he said he wanted in Bo Nix. And the way Bo Nix has been playing these last 6 weeks, Josh,
Yeah, he's progressing.
he might be the rookie of the year. And as crazy as that
Really?
sounds right now, it's not Caleb Williams, certainly. It was Jaden Daniels for about half the season. He's kind of fallen off. The Commanders as a whole team really have. And then Malik Neighbors was probably the only other option, but he's fallen off as well, mainly because he's on the New York Giants, who stink. So, I mean, Bo Nix really might be rookie of the year, right? I mean, they've got nice pieces. They got Pat Surtain, a top cornerback. They got Audric Estime, Jaleel
But it's how you
McLaughlin.
finish, though, right?
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause
it's
there's a
certainly
lot
how
of
you
football
finish.
left.
But Broncos are going to want to grind this one out. It'll be slow. It'll be cold. It'll be Mile High City in Denver. Browns hopefully will be conditioned for it, be ready. They obviously have the advantage there. Kicking. could be a very big part in this game. And Dustin Hopkins, you hope a bounce back game. But they're a very well coached team. They're hungry and they're on the come up, right? So it'll be close. Unfortunately, I mean, listen, I said the Browns were going to lose last week, so I'll do it again. Hopefully they'll win 2 in a row here, and win 2 primetime games in a row. That'd be awesome, Josh.
Maria, what's your prediction on this? Because I'm gonna play it back. I mean, whether they win or lose, this gonna be on social.
What's the Broncos'
I
record?
gotta let everybody know like who was right and who was wrong.
He always does that. He finds a way to get those edits.
Hey, I got to, but I was right last week. I went for the dog, and I'm biased.
And
I keep saying.
Ask, when you said the Browns have a history of winning on Thursday nights, do we usually play the Steelers on Thursday nights?
No, it's we've had played them on Thursday night a few times throughout the years.
Even when I played against them, we play extra hard. So okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't just on the Steelers. You know, whoever we play on Thursday night, the Browns have success. But I'm talking about the Broncos.
What's their record?
7-5.
Yeah, so they're in the middle of the pack right now.
3-8.
Don't go off record. Just go off of what you give me your guess then. Guess. We know you ain't got no. You ain't been watching both teams hard.
I don't even know who the Broncos QB is. Who is it?
He just said Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
Rookie.
Oh, he a rookie?
Yes.
Where he come from?
Just give us your.
What college he come
from? Where'd he come
Oregon.
from?
Oregon.
Yes.
Ducks.
Yes.
Green and yellow.
Bring up his.
Green and yellow.
They wear some nice. They wear some nice.
We gonna skip
uniforms.
your turn if you can't.
I'm going with.
Just give us
City.
The
air is thin. Dustin Hopkins is on fire right now. He had a good comeback game. You are right, Ryan.
Well, it's a comeback game.
I gotta go with the Broncos, baby. I gotta go with the Broncos.
Why would you say all that Dustin Hopkins have? It's like she has no clue. It's like, you would give a compliment.
Whatever gonna happen.
But that's
usually don't happen.
She's not wrong.
It usually don't go in our favor. I don't know if y'all seen the record. We're 3-8.
Okay,
Come on, man.
So Maria, Ryan, again, I'm by myself.
That's that thin air. You have to be used to working out in that thin air. You get lightheaded. They can all be on the sideline with those oxygen masks, going to try to get that extra oxygen. It still ain't going.
Well, they prepare for the week of, right? So
are they going out to Denver?
Right. Yeah,
they going out there.
They are, but what I'm saying is they're preparing for it now. So when I played, we was playing Denver in the Mile High. We prepared for those games.
How?
We hydrate.
Those masks on.
I'm saying it right now.
If y'all ain't wearing those
we
masks,
hydrate. And we also wear the mask on the treadmills, and they like guys who don't have a mask on their face. Ryan,
let me get that camera.
They wear. Hold on one second.
They did all that and still went out there and lost.
We won actually.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Hold on, Ryan. Let me get my camera.
About, man.
Oops.
So anywho,
surprise.
Yeah. So. It's hard to breathe when you have a mask on.
That's what I said.
For those guys that don't wear masks, in practice they put masks on to simulate not getting as much air intake.
Thin air. Yeah.
So guys that are sickle cell trait, they look out for. The training staff knows who in jeopardy, so they prepared. Guys prepare to go play in Denver. It ain't like it just happens. So speaking about playing in Denver, this is where Jerry Jeudy came from, right? He played in Denver last year. And came over here, controversy, about how good he was, and now he's going back. I think he's going to have a hell of a game, Maria.
Yeah, I see. I ain't know that. Wait a minute, that changes things.
No, I don't change things. But hold on. So my question is, what type of game do you think Jeudy will have? I think he'll have a great game coming out, going back to his home. He got something to prove. His stock is rising right now, trying to make himself a number one receiver. And I believe he's capable, has the footwork and the wide receiver skills to do it. And his hands are following suit. I think he's going to ball out. What you think, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, Jerry Jeudy's been pretty excellent these last couple of weeks. He's taking the opportunity post Amari Cooper to really see if, he can be that wide receiver one that we need. And he's been doing pretty well with Jameis Winston. And that's kind of been a bright spot in a rather dark season with Jameis Winston at the helm, is you're able to really see other players step up and see what they're capable of doing. And that's not even a diss towards Deshaun Watson. Obviously, you know how I kind of feel about it. But it's Jameis Winston is giving me the opportunity, putting the ball where it needs to be. And you're seeing Jerry Jeudy reap those benefits of it right now. He's going to have a tough task in Denver, and obviously, he's going to go there playing with his hair on fire. It's the old team.
But that's what I'm saying. You think he's going to ball out or average?
If Pat Surtain, is blanketing him, that's a really hard matchup. But then again, that motivation, right, coming back to the team that, they were calling you bust. Right, whether it was their fault they couldn't get a quarterback to throw to you, or whether you were just a bust. Right, this is a former first-round pick. Right, one of the most talented route runners we saw come out of college, and he was highly touted for it. And he's up to this point in his career not lived up to any expectations. So he's going to go out there and want to prove them wrong.
They called who a bust? Jerry Jeudy?
Yeah. Jerry Jeudy.
Dang.
Absolutely. I think he's gonna go out there and ball out.
Yeah, he
I
gonna
think
ball out.
for
He
the
got a
most
chip on his
part.
shoulder now.
Exactly, and that's a motivation a lot of
They gonna give him
guys
the ball?
use.
The Browns gonna give him the ball?
But that's the thing, like
yeah.
if
I can't ball out if you don't give me the ball.
if he gets the ball,
the game
that
goes.
means he's open. I think he gets a lot of targets. I think they use this as an opportunity for him to further cement himself as the number one.
I hope so, man.
They paid him a lot of money.
Yeah.
But with that, we got more Browns coming up. We'll take another commercial break.
Be right back. All right, welcome back to The Return. We still talking Browns over here,
Yeah,
baby.
definitely still talking Browns. We just said that we believe Jerry Jeudy will go out there and have a hell of a game. I think he should be targeted heavily. He's coming into his own. News broke earlier today that the Browns are keeping Coach Kevin Stefanski, Andrew Berry, and Deshaun Watson. But there will be quarterback competition. When you heard this, Ryan, what goes through your mind? Maybe people thought that maybe we still and this is not in stone. Things can happen differently in the offseason. We all know this.
Right.
But what do you think? And I apologize. I ain't cut my phone off. It just be I'm a person today. I'm a heck of a person. Everybody want to call. But what do you think as far as that quarterback competition? Who can possibly come in, right?
Yeah.
To give Deshaun Watson competition, who would be making millions of dollars, right? In my opinion, is not a first round draft pick. We're talking about somebody who's already in the league who can come in and contend for a starting role. So the 2-part question is, who could that be, and why isn't it Winston?
Yeah, well, I mean, it could be Winston, right? I mean, we don't know yet. I mean, if he comes out and plays, winning football, that's not necessarily stat popping 300 yards, 2 touchdown game performances, but that's just winning football. Then I think that's a very big possibility that he does come back next year, and that'll be another 1-year deal most likely, and that would be an attempt to bridge a quarterback, whether that's you take one in the first round, but I mean, again, if the Browns winning, the Browns winning against the Steelers launches them up the draft boards, or really down the draft board, I should say. So you're looking like you might not get, a Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders. I believe right now those are the only two grading out as, first round picks, but it could be Jameis Winston. I mean, if not, then you're looking at, there's free agents out there. There's Sam Darnold, right? You could possibly work a contract situation with Kirk Cousins if they decide to, just launch Michael Penix. That's certainly possible.
Andy Dalton.
But I mean, if I was a betting man right now, Josh, I would assume that if Jameis, plays as he has been and the Browns rack up a couple more wins here to end the season, there's no reason not to bring him back next season,
but
right?
See, that's my problem. I think if he plays in a way that garners us to bring him back like we didn't do with Flacco, another team is going to want him. Right. I think he's going to play himself off of the Browns. We can't put a lot of stock into him. So if he does enough for us, another team is going to be like, man, we need a Jameis Winston. He's writing a new history.
That's certainly very possible. I'm under the assumption that, and that's probably wrong of me to assume anything, but listen, Jameis has been to a few teams now in his career, Tampa Bay, New Orleans, right back now here with the Browns. And I understand that that's his personality, but he seems like he's having fun. And listen, as a guy who's, past the age of 30 or 30 on the dot right now, right? I mean, if he's in a situation where he's playing really well in his career enough to garnish a starting spot next year in the Browns, now can they guarantee him that? I'm not sure. Probably not, but I think he has a good feeling if he rides this out, then he could very well be the starter next year. I mean, why would you want to go anywhere else? The Browns are going to be willing to throw you a couple more million. That's right. Chump change for them to have a quarterback competent next year, right?
Will make him go somewhere else.
And that's very possible. I mean, I'd be shocked to see if a team is really willing to throw him the bones over Sam Darnold. But I mean, I would be shocked if, unless the team really was like, yes, Jameis, come here, here's the cash, we're gonna pay you double what the Browns would. Then sure, obviously, why wouldn't he leave? Right? His agent would be dumb if he didn't let him. But I don't know. Right now, I don't think a team's gonna be willing to do that. A quarterback past 30. I think he'll be on the Browns next season.
Right, but I only said if he balls out. No, it ain't about his family, right? Because this is the point in his life right now where he got to make the most money he can. As an NFL athlete, as an NFL athlete, these are the times where you got to make the most money you can. This is like winning the lottery. So we say it like this: if Jameis Winston continues to just play at a high level, right? He's kind of balling a little bit when he's putting up 300 something yards a game. We all understand as well. It's not even it's not him. he put up 300, almost 400 yards, and we still lost.
Right.
So he's actually playing really well. But what if his good playing turns into wins, Ryan? And he continues to win, and he continues to play well. Then people see that it's not the same Jameis Winston. He's not throwing the interceptions. Yeah, a little bit early, but if he finishes strong, he can garner a lot of support. And I only say this because we didn't think Kirk Cousins was going to get the type of money and be in the market that he was when he got paid at the point he was in his career. I'm like, y'all gave Kirk Cousins all that money? Because you look towards his career, he wasn't, a top quarterback, supposed to get all the money he did, but then he got paid because it was the market. I don't think that the market right now for quarterback is available at the collegiate level, first, second round. It's not there. I think we're not going to use that first round pick. That top 5, 8, whatever we'll get by the end of the year, Ron, I think we're going to trade down for more picks. A number one receiver, a number one quarterback is not there for us. Yeah. That a savior. We don't need to bring competition. To me, doesn't mean you're not going to pay a first rounder money and then have him sit.
Can you afford to pay a first rounder?
We're not going to.
You done,
Well, yeah, we can.
You paid the bag on Watson.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You ain't going to bring a first round quarterback in here to sit the bench. You don't do that. So I think that we'll pick a quarterback up in later rounds and or get a quarterback through free agency, and we'll use that first round draft pick to get more picks.
Man,
mark my word.
They're going to be playing Deshaun Watson. I don't care what they say to try to make it seem like it's competitive or, make the fans feel like, we're not 100% sold on Watson.
And that's so interesting.
Season. Stop playing with me.
That might
don't
be
play with me. Today's Thanksgiving. I'm hungry. Don't play with me. Y'all know
Maria,
started.
Hold on for a second. But do you understand what you're saying? You basically saying that the upper management is saying one thing just to so the fans.
That glimmer of hope.
Let me say it though. Let me say it though. They're saying it so that we can kind of be quiet about it a little bit.
They just want y'all to shut up and say we're not shutting up. Why don't y'all start winning? Huh? Start winning. It's the holiday season. I want wins for the rest of the season. How
and
about
with that, let's go to another commercial break.
We'll be right back. The Browns done got my pressure up. Welcome back to The Return. This segment is brought to you from our friends over at AffinityWholeHealth.com. Now, Affinity Whole Health offers personalized treatment plans to help people feel better. They are the experts in semaglutide for weight loss therapy and testosterone replacement therapy. Affinity has been around since 2012 and has helped nearly 10,000 patients. You heard it right, 10,000 patients. Their team can help you get more energy, increase muscle, lose weight, and keep it off with injectable semaglutide. Now, it's quick and easy to get started. Infinity has 2 offices and 2-day delivery on treatments that get shipped straight to your doorstep. So don't wait any longer. Click the link in our show's clips to set up a free consultation, and you can check them out at their website at AffinityWholeHealth.com. Now, did you want to talk about any more Browns, or are you good?
For the most part, we're good. I just wanted to, put to bed, Ryan, because everyone was talking about there's still mixed feelings as it relates to Coach Kevin Stefanski being the coach. I think as Browns fans, every time we get into a rut or lose a few games here, we all, even when it was winning back and forth, or when Coach Stefanski had one bad call, everyone calls for his job every time.
Yeah, I would honestly, before wrapping up the Browns talk here, I think this is a perfect opportunity, and I'd love to get your thoughts on this, Josh. And I want to shout out Matt Fontana, who talked about this morning on his show, and I thought it was an excellent point. Right, it's one thing when you're losing as a head coach, right? Of course, that's horrible. Nobody wants to lose. But it's another thing to lose that locker room, right? And basically what Matt was saying this morning was that Browns game Thursday night against the Steelers, you saw the Browns scratch, crawl, fight everything they could against the Steelers like you knew they could, like you knew they should, right? They got up for that game regardless if it's the Steelers, and they played their asses off for Kevin Stefanski. And if there was one thing that was going to get Kevin Stefanski fired, it was going to be losing the locker room, having guys just going out there making these business decisions, as we love to say, and really just rolling over, trying to look, counting down the practices, if you will. And you didn't see that Thursday, It looked like Kevin Stefanski still had command of the locker room. These guys, these veterans, even these young guys, they know what Kevin's capable of, and they're going out there playing their best for him, right? And you see guys like Joel Bitonio who scoff at the idea of Kevin Stefanski being fired or letting go, right? I just I talk about that. Just like how important is that for the coach not to lose the locker room? And even if you're having a down season, right? Like it doesn't necessarily mean the players are out and they don't have faith in their coaches.
Right. It is very important because for one, the cancer grows in a locker room. When guys don't believe in the coach, they start not to believe in the system. They start not to believe in each other. It starts to be this every man for themselves. They click up. Guys start talking to their agent. Now it's problems with how hard we're practicing. I mean, you see guys talking about contracts, but with Kevin Stefanski, you saw there were one or two odd situations when certain guys aren't playing well, i.e. maybe a Jedrick Wills, something like that, and you figure, is there something going on with the coaches? But then you see how they go out there and respond. They went out there and responded well against adversity. That doesn't seem like a team that's in disarray. The sign of a coach that lost the locker room is a team that's in disarray. The Browns Thursday night was not a team that was in disarray. They were a team that was won, and it showed like that in the sun, in the snow, the whiteout against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I think Coach Stefanski very much has that locker room, and guys want to win for him. So, even though fans still don't like him, Maria, and they call for his head every time.
What's that about? They just see the record? Is that all?
You can't win everybody over. Yeah. Everybody wants you to go to the Super Bowl every week. They want you to blow everybody out, or they're going to have a problem. Even when, somebody quoted me, Browns Nation or something, quoted me on X, saying that Coach Kevin Stefanski shouldn't lose his job. People were in the comments like, yes, he should.
They was attacking you? They were attacking you?
But you always get people who think they're general managers or the end-all be-all. He's the best head coach that we've had. I'm not saying he's the best head coach that I've had, but he's the best head coach statistically that the Browns have had since they came back. They got
experience. I understand they was attacking your head, but they probably balled out on their local YMCA 7-on-7 team. They know coaching.
And they probably are season ticket holders. They've probably been Browns fans for their whole lives, and it didn't work out. But what's tried and true is that Kevin Stefanski took the Browns to 2 playoffs with a playoff win in 5 years?
Yes,
and
sir.
He right now is the best coach that the Browns had since they've returned.
Absolutely.
So when Ryan was saying they played their heart out for Coach Stefanski, is it for Coach Stefanski or is it for their dang on self?
Both.
But why can't we have that every game, though, y'all? Like, why can't we play your heart out for Stefanski every game?
Because
they're trying to fire this man.
You're right. So it's not that they're not playing their heart out.
Okay.
It's just football is the biggest team sport. It still requires intricate, delicate coaching.
Yeah.
Great coaching at all levels, though.
Yeah.
So you can go out, everybody can go out there on one accord. Yeah, they should. But you got the lineman coach got to do this. The running back coach got to do this. They got to all get their individual position groups on firing on all cylinders. Or you will have a game like Winston throwing for 300-something yards, almost 400, and still not able to win because there are other groups that are holding them back. Self-inflicted negatives, guys jumping off sides, stuff like that. But for the most part, Thursday night, they play hard for Coach Kevin Stefanski.
So besides Stefanski, who else need to be fired, Ryan?
I don't want Stefanski fired.
Hold on, we just said unanimously.
No, I'm saying put him to the side because they don't want Stefanski fired.
Right, okay.
Who need to be on the chopping block? Or y'all feel like
I said this
Thursday game saved a couple jobs?
It's nothing personal. I just hate putting it out there on the airways. Mm-hmm. For me, I look at every position group that has taken a nosedive.
Yeah.
And I have to make changes.
Yeah.
That not only saves those position groups and those players, but it lets everybody know that the head coach is making the necessary evolutional changes that can make his team go on a.
Is it hard to make those changes mid-season though?
Of course.
Because the good coaches are taking.
Yeah, you can't do it mid-season.
Some coaches at home waiting on the job.
Yeah, you can't do it mid-season. Can't do it mid-season. It's just it's like firing the head coach mid-season and he was your offensive coordinator. You got to figure out some things. If you ain't had nobody, you got somebody that knows the offense that can go right in and start calling plays. But those type of changes like that are difficult because right now there's be nobody to replace them. Ain't nobody gonna come in right away and coach the linemen.
Now a bunch of coaches that are real good that are jobless.
Anybody gonna come in right now and learn the plays to coach the linemen or to coach the receivers. You don't make those changes in the season.
The linemen be looking like, who is you? Where you come from?
Not just that. It's just the scheme.
I don't know you, bruh.
The blocking scheme is too complex.
We're going to talk a little bit Thanksgiving when we get back, all right? Don't you guys go anywhere. All right, welcome back to the show. Now, Josh, is it just me,
Yeah, it's just
or
you.
are you all tired of the same old Thanksgiving? Ryan, you got the video for me?
I do.
All right, key it up, man.
Upset if you showed up to someone's house for Thanksgiving and they ain't had no Thanksgiving food? Like no turkey, no greens, no macaroni and cheese, no ham, no gravy, stuffing, none of that. Cause like how I feel today, like I'm kind of over Thanksgiving. I want to do something different. Like, but I feel like people will be upset if they if they show up to my house and I ain't got no Thanksgiving food. Like, oh, surprise, we having a seafood boil, or we gonna do steak and seafood this Thanksgiving. Like, should you give people the heads up? Cause I know some people wait like all year to have a plate of Thanksgiving food. I don't know why, I'm just over it. Like, I'm over the same old for Thanksgiving. I want to do something different. And I don't know, maybe if I should just, keep the Thanksgiving menu and just add maybe some ribs or some seafood or something on there. But I just had greens. Like, I had greens last week. I'm not worried about having greens again on Thanksgiving. Like, it's just, I don't know, but I don't want people to be pissed at me. So what y'all think? If y'all showed to somebody's house and they ain't got the spread that you thinking about, would you be upset?
Does anybody feel the same way I feel? Like, I'm tired of the same old cuisine for Thanksgiving. You're going to have the dry turkey. Turkey is...
Why is it dry?
Turkey's disgusting.
Why is
Let's
it
just go
dry?
ahead
What?
and say
Whoa.
it.
What?
Turkey's
I
so
will say
dry.
I don't
You
think it's
make it dry.
fantastic, but
Oh,
I wouldn't
my
say
bad.
disgusting.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay.
Where's the
I'm not a
dryness
big
coming
meat
from?
eater already, so maybe it's just me being a little biased.
But why did you say dry then?
It's gonna be dry. It's
Last
not gonna
time
be
you
dry
ate
no
some
turkey. If
turkey?
y'all don't cook that turkey to perfection, your turkey's dry. So that's why you got to put the dressing and the gravy on
I
top
don't
of
eat
it, the
no
cranberry
dry.
sauce, because you done dry the turkey out. Now, what I will say is Popeyes
I don't
got
know
this
what
turkey.
she talking
You know
about.
Popeyes got a turkey that you can like pre-buy. You can buy it.
Popeyes?
You can just put in the oven. Now, I might be willing to try one of those Cajun turkeys.
Popeyes?
Yeah, I'm sick of the stuffing. I'm
But
sick of the mashed
Thanksgiving?
potatoes. I'm sick of the gravy. I'm sick of the...
Popeyes? All your aunties
Ryan, do
and
you know
uncles
you go
coming
to-
over, and you talking about Popeyes?
It's a turkey. They already injected it with the Cajun sauce and butter. All you do is put in the bag and put in the oven.
She
That
talking
sound
about
good, dog. I
Popeyes
know
for
you like that.
Thanksgiving. No, that
So would you
doesn't
be
sound
upset,
good.
Ryan? Would you be upset somebody invite you over for Thanksgiving? And they-
I'm like both sides because I understand what you're saying, Marie. I totally do. I will say though, the one food that like hands down I need is stuffing. Like I
that's
get
my
it.
favorite.
Mashed
That's
potatoes.
That's
I mean,
my
all right, like
favorite.
stuff like that, like green beans. I get it. I could live without it for sure. But stuffing, if you don't have that at Thanksgiving, I'm
Right.
walking out the door.
I'm like, ain't no stuffing.
yeah,
I'm like,
oh, no.
I'm
Okay.
leaving.
I'll
I'm
be
leaving.
walking through with my plate. Hold on.
Yeah.
They
but
ain't
what
got
about
no-
having like
They ain't got no stuffing.
Mexican stuffing? You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're
like
saying.
switch it up. Like I seen somebody on
We get
Instagram.
one day a week.
They made like a seafood
year.
stuffing, and I was like, "What'd you say, Josh?
We get one day a year,
Thanksgiving?"
Thanksgiving, and I want the Thanksgiving food. Some days, Maria even treats people to a Thanksgiving meal in June or July or for their birthday.
That's that one day when Josh cleans up the house.
And I get some mac and cheese, some yams, some stuffing, and I Thanksgiving that came early. So if I don't get this food on a regular, I don't really want a different. We can do a crab boil or any other day during the week, but not in Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I need gobble on the table.
So what I did post it on my social, and I was reading the comments, and from what the consensus is saying is, okay, Maria, stick to traditional Thanksgiving. But what a lot of people are doing is Christmas, they switch it up. So they're not doing the traditional Christmas dinners anymore. Like I remember the one Christmas,
yeah.
we went to a Chinese restaurant, remember? And I
Yeah.
loved it because I didn't have to cook, I didn't have to clean for company, and it, you know,
know
it's
that-
just,
you know
we
that
went
how
to the
that
movies
was off
afterwards.
of?
What?
Going to Chinese.
What?
You don't know what that was off of? Christmas Story. Rah 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 rah.
Ryan, have you watched The
rah.
Christmas Story?
Yeah, of course I have.
The
Oh.
Fa la 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 la. He was
I'm
like,
the only
not
one in the
fa
room
la
who has
la.
not watched The Christmas Story.
La la la.
I didn't even know
Not
that.
rah
I
rah
know-
rah rah rah. You know, it's the end of the Christmas Story.
So they
'cause
went to the Chinese restaurant
the
on The Christmas
Bumpus
Story.
dogs ate the turkey.
You
So
know
they-
what I
they had
think
to
this
go
is
to the
real
only
quick?
place
I
that
think
was
because
open,
Ryan,
which
you
was
probably
Chinese.
I can look at you and tell you not cooking no Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh,
you're
hell no.
not over the are you?
No, absolutely not.
Right. So you're not. I start cooking. I'm gonna start cooking tonight.
But
it's like
It's a
3
brash assumption, though.
Yeah, that is a
you,
brash-
you look at Josh. You know he ain't cooking us either.
you might be right, but that's still a brash assumption.
You look
could've
at both of them
been-
until
he
they ain't
could've
cooking
been a
nothing.
young
So of
chef
course
and-
they're not the ones that's fed up. They sitting on the couch waiting for
We're
hours
the
to
one.
eat.
We're the consumers.
My feet gonna be swollen up.
We
I'll be
are the
standing so long cooking over that
consumers.
stove.
The consumers demand a product. Without it, you won't have the consumer.
Okay, you're right.
You
So we
won't
gonna
even
keep it-
see me.
we
I'll
gonna
be over
keep it as
somebody else's
is.
house.
Now, would you be upset? Y'all see everybody throwing out their butterball turkeys, right?
No, I didn't see.
Ryan?
I don't see it.
What's a
Am
butterball
I-
turkey?
Yeah, like please.
He eating turkey, don't even know.
Educate
Butterball
us.
is a brand, like
Oh, okay.
Tyson's Chicken, or so
Again,
Butterball.
we don't cook. We
So let me
eat it.
tell y'all what's
So-
going on. Everyone on social, if you when you start scrolling, you go like, "That's what Maria was talking about." They're throwing out their Butterball turkeys
Okay.
because PETA, shout out to our friends at PETA, have released video footage. I guess allegedly inside of a Butterball turkey plant of some of the employees essaying the Butterball turkeys. Exactly. So now you don't want turkey no more, right?
Essaying.
You know what that means?
It doesn't sound good.
Josh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know it's an abbreviation. Okay.
Assaulting.
Okay.
Um,
Sexually assaulting.
Oh yes,
A turkey.
the turkeys.
Yeah.
Did y'all
Why
see
they
that on
still
the-
living?
Did y'all see that on the? No, I don't.
We live in a sick world where
Yeah, it's a
that
sick
doesn't
world.
necessarily surprise me.
So you don't want turkey anymore, right?
Not what? I could just. I would pray
I
to God
mean-
when we say grace.
Oh, the grace gonna
We-
cover all that.
What
the
you don't
grace
know, what
gonna
you don't know
make
can't
sure
hurt
that
you. I
that
guess.
turkey was not wanted.
I was on social like, why is everybody? I'm getting this feed. Everybody throwing out their Butterball turkeys or holding them up in disgust. And I seen what PETA.
Hey,
Shout
once
out to PETA.
that
PETA. Hey,
thing-
we are with me because I don't really eat that much meat anyway.
Once
So.
that-
While they were
turkey-
alive or dead?
The one looked like he was dead, and then the one was alive, and the person sat on him.
Yeah, I mean, not that
He was
that,
alive, had feathers
not
on.
that either
He-
way would be
he like sat on him
acceptable.
real hard, and all this stuff, all these guts came out. So
Listen, man.
You know, I
I
think
that's
the-
like looking at the cows before you eat a hamburger.
the slaughterhouse.
Yeah, I see. Once they go in the oven for about on 475 or 450 or 375 for an hour, I mean, you put
PETA,
the
y'all all right
juices
with me?
and
Guess
the
what?
stuff
I was
in.
vegan for 60 days, so I might come back
I
over there
like
now
the
that they released
size
that
anyway.
video. Don't go any.
I eat the size anyway.
We'll be
I-
right. Oh my goodness. Welcome back to The Return with Josh Maria Cribbs. I am now vegan.
I'm scared
Thanks
what you about
PETA.
to say
PETA,
next.
Thanks for looking out for that video. I
What
feel
you
like.
about to say next, man?
Well, I'm going to ask you guys, did y'all see the video where Kim K, she showed her Tesla robot? I think they have a name to it. Did you see that?
No.
She has a Tesla robot and she was giving them some commands or whatever. And so we had some comments of some things that people were saying. But I wanted to ask you guys, if y'all had a Tesla robot,
Here
what
we
would
go
y'all
again.
make it do? My Tesla
File my
robot is
taxes.
definitely going to be going, they're going to be
You see all the
attending.
moves?
What?
The memes?
What?
My Tesla robot will be filing taxes, getting that the leaves out the yard.
Uh-huh.
The Tesla robot be looking at me like, what? Like all
Producing
the
the
technology in
return
world.
with Josh and Maria
right,
Cribbs.
everything.
They be mowing the yard.
I
Yes.
think I would have my Tesla robot folding clothes. But they don't have, do they have digits? Do they have fingers?
I don't know. You tell us. You seen hers?
They definitely be going to those parent-teacher conferences.
It's gonna look like the robot from
I'm not-
iRobot.
Yeah.
Your Tesla robot be like, nah. They be like, no robots, no AI, please.
Hold on, I see some of the comments though. They were like, so the Terminator and the Matrix didn't give y'all the heads up, huh?
Man, listen.
And I know you love those movies.
Yeah, I
Josh.
do. But
Gonna be
I don't
standing
think
over
they'll
her?
Be released at that volume, like the movie iRobot. So I'm not sure the takeover will be here just yet. If they can
I don't
barely
know.
walk up steps.
They're gonna be standing over her while she's sleeping. And someone said, so seriously, nobody watched iRobot. Are we scared of these robots?
I
Would you
don't
get
think
one? If you
yet.
could afford one, Ryan, would you get a robot?
Maybe. Like I'd have to do some heavy research.
Yeah, heavy research,
Yeah.
but I don't think they
Because
ready.
like, what if it ripped my skin off and took over and looked like me,
Exactly.
and like it just assumed my life,
or
and I'd sitting here in this chair right now,
or
Right.
it malfunctioned.
And I'd be like-
producing your guys' podcast.
I turned into a robot. Ryan, is that you?
Hey, I'll be like, hey, he did a good job, man. Ryan be tied up in his basement somewhere.
1 minute left.
I know. I'd be like, why Ryan sound
That'd
so
be a
strange
good
today?
show. That'd be a
Right.
good movie.
I
to
seen
watch.
Kai Cenat with Chris Brown. His robot be malfunctioning. It's so funny.
But that's the thing. Like, I would think that the robot would malfunction and, accidentally kill somebody or something like that.
Dang.
But other than that, I just don't think it'll be very useful. I think now it's more of a gimmick because robots now are used more in machinery, in the factories as opposed to like a maid, like from the Jetsons or something like that.
Well, I don't know. I know I love ChatGPT. Would you be upset you find out your kid?
You just mad you
Say
couldn't
I'm
use it
paying-
while you was in
Say
school.
we paying for our daughter to go to college, right?
And
And
she-
she's using SnapGPT to write all her papers.
Be like, man, come.
Y'all found
come
out.
home.
Would you be okay with that?
No.
Do you use
Because
ChatGPT,
I'm
Ryan?
paying for her to have education.
Yeah, I've used it before, but I mean, it's also very helpful for things that aren't considered, cheating in academics. Like, there's other useful things for it.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't want her to cheat and get a degree. I want her to actually learn and come run some companies for
She's
us.
learning the way of the future to not do anything.
Cheat?
She's subcontracting her work.
Yeah, all right.
You guys, we love y'all so much for watching. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you hit the like, the share, subscribe.
Go
Happy
Cavs.
holidays. Happy Thanksgiving.
Go
Don't eat too much.
Dogs.
If you eat too much, you can go to AffinityWholeHealth.com and get your injectables, all right? We love y'all for watching. See y'all
Injectables.
next time. Bye.
Sound like edibles.